come in here, we try and set up a matchup saying, you know, these are the positives and negatives for both. Aurora should be beating Spirit Academy. They absolutely should be. They should be the better team. They've got more veteran players. They've got big names. They've got experienced players. They're up against an academy side that surely doesn't have the same backing, doesn't have the same opportunities, can't play in events where Spirit's already there. So Aurora should be winning this series, and I do think they will.
Time to find out. Proof's in the pudding. We got the cave drop. And there's dualies here. Uh-oh. You run into the numbers. Keegan needs his kill. Keegan needs his kill if they're going to get this bomb on towards site, and then it's not going to happen. Now the canal flank comes through. Alpha's at least able to recover, but he doesn't have the C4. Now they're battling out of E-blocks, and I mean, there should just be no hope here. The pepper down is on. The round is claimed. Aurora handily deal with that pistol call from Spirit Academy.
Team ace as well, and no bomb plant. Bit of a massacre as they ran initially into Ward's Dark, so all fairly good. I think if you are Aurora, what's it gonna be? I don't think they're buying a lot in this round. Alpha's somehow rummaged up a deal. But apart from that, we're not going to see very much. Is there a player, when we saw Aurora yesterday, that you felt you really want to see today that maybe you didn't see yesterday? Who's the player that didn't stand out as much as you expected?
I mean, I think it's the player we talk about a lot on this team, which is Deko. Felt like a few years ago, a year ago, even, he was a player we expected to light the world on fire to some degree, and he just really hasn't. And didn't really command the kind of focus. It was more, you know, KENSI, Norby, even Lackey had some moments. You do feel like you should be getting a little more out of him. A little more out of Glocks, perhaps. That gun should not be retrievable, but he will punish Lackey for getting a little curious, a little aggressive here. There's already something out of the Glocks. Ooh, they can run down this ump. It's not out of the question. Ooh, good job wasting the bullets out of ammo. And the deconnect Alpha. Not going to be able to accomplish that feat. Well, Bass does have an ump. Anything more would be a miracle here without armor. Oh, he's got to reload. Bit fortunate for Belchanok, charging out with an empty magazine, gets away with 1 HP.
2 kills is good. 3 kills would have been sensational. Given the buy, definitely getting a lot of value out of that. They only got 1 deagle. And it's put Aurora's money in a bit of a precarious position, so... Alright. Let's get into this first gun round. It is Spirit Academy's pick. Doesn't surprise me so much. They like this sort of map. I can imagine they have decent interaction with the main team, so some of those ideas, some of those setups. The play style, there's almost certainly a bit of a trickle down. Let's see. For now, just a slow default. Some mid-utility starting to land. The Lackey going to block with his Molotov. Belchanok's come over. Heave over a second Molotov to buy even more time. Actually forces Mataneki off the edge for now. And it's funneled him into A. But this is good, though. I mean, it's only Belchanok on this side of the map. He needs some help.
Yeah, they're picking correctly. Thought that might have been a smoke pop on the nade from KENSI, but... Oh, just damaging. All right, magnojez, nice opener. Might be dead to the nade. Is indeed. Good response from Lackey. But now Lackey is isolated. They know he's here. The bomb can cross. Molotovs to make his life difficult. Smoke's down. So the C4 will be down. Nothing can be done about that. And Alpha's trying to get active on the flank. Oh, the timing might be beautiful here. Just missed him. Just missed him, but he now just put a threat on the periphery. That's a blunder. Baz can't zero in the kill, and now they might be in trouble. Alpha's flank might just be too late. They can't hold up. Great kills from KENSI, and Alpha trying to play this patient, trying to threaten the periphery, and instead he's just going to be forced to save.
I can't believe how clean that retake was. Alpha just a little bit too late coming through the smoke to catch, I think it was Deko falling off the B-bomb site. And then no kills coming through on the A players as the first man in from Aurora, I think it was KENSI, ran for a Molotov to get that first kill. So, a bit perplexing. I'm not surprised to see a timeout because Coach Alpha, somebody's got to be chiming in right now asking, well, what just happened? That was our round. And you can't be dropping too many of those in this sort of matchup where Aurora just are such they're a more established side. They've got more ways to win. The veto is quite kind to them. Spirit Academy can't be losing many of those 50-50 rounds. And that wasn't a 50-50. That was a 75-25 in their favor.
Yeah. I mean, if they kill the player swinging into a Molotov, hey, that one's going to stink. That one's going to stink. They did have the right idea. They did have the right call. They did have the right read. They manipulated the presence. If Alpha's a little bit quick, I mean, any number of things, right? But you do have to execute. You can have all the right calls in the world. At the end of the day, Counter-Strike is a game of execution. And let's see. Maybe just a bit of nerves. Maybe just an early wobble. Gotta get warmed up, you know? It's probably only like, what, 7 to 8 hours ahead of me?
It will be 4:30.
Yeah, you know? Morning for gamers.
Maybe.
Just waking up.
That molly just went into the stratosphere. Very nice.
Anubis space program. It's the sequel to Kerbal Space Program we've all craved. Lackey deleted. That's a nice shot for Baz. Okay, get on the board there. Good aim here. Deko under pressure. They want to come through, but this time there's 2 players here in towards A, so it's not bad. They do have the flank developing, but a little too late. The A main presence is dealt with. And once again, after some success of the initial foray, they are stymied.
Look like aimbots
could
there
plant
for
B.
Deko. Just absolutely mowed them down. There could be a plant here.
Just go. Just go, Keegan. Just go. Don't be cautious. Just go. It's the only way you win the round. Give it a whirl. Now they're clearing in mid. He hears them at his back. He has to have this inkling of suspicion that, well, maybe there's just no one here. Gonna be able to plant. That's... Oh, no, didn't plant safe. Was wary of E-Box. Was wary of the cave swing. And Deko will punish.
Yeah, this is looking really good now for Aurora. Finally banking some cash as well. Let's talk through that round from Spirit Academy. Let's really understand the decision making.
Sure.
Okay. They have heavy mid numbers. They have a player outside A. They go into mid. They kill Lackey. Lackey is the mid player. Now, the normal default setup on the CT side of Anubis, you have your A anchor, you have your mid/A player, the one that will fall back into A after giving mid, and the AWP will float around. So when they kill Lackey, the initial reaction is it's probably 1A. They start to split, but then they meet a lot of resistance. And I just wonder if there was a moment where they could have figured it out. That it was 2 there. And either, you know, pump the brakes a little bit or something. Because the way they swung into Deko didn't look coordinated.
Yeah. You do wonder as well with the young team, young IGL, how much ability there is to sort of hit the cancel and go to improvisation. Another 5v4, another advantage. This time, well, they've lost A main before anybody's here up in towards mid. And it is Lackey who swung in off of a flashbang, so they should have a decent idea. There's 2 players here. Oh, instead, they catch the B connector player. Norvy's down. Now it's pressure in. And they've got no one who can answer to this. Deko's completely out of the spot. So this is going to be a bomb plant. This is going to be an advantage unless you get caught on the flank. You get caught on the chase, but not Neki. Able to bring that back. Bomb's now ticking away. Yes, you have Deagles. Yes, Keegan doesn't have armor. But you can play the clock, you can play the time, and they've not got a smoke to go for this defuse.
Grab rifles too. Surely there's some on the ground. It's a good plant. Going towards here as well. Black is just going to peek. Oh, that's a brilliant first kill from deko, but I don't think it's going to matter. 2 players to deal with, 2 different angles, and they just scooped up a kit. It's a nice kill, but this shouldn't be possible. Tap is in. Baz is going to swing. deko wins it, but not enough time. Great attempt. But all in all, half by win for Spirit. That's just what they needed.
It was the right time, right? You've had a couple frustrating rounds, a couple rounds where you get the initial advantage and then you lose it. Now is the moment. A little bit of confidence built back up. Up out for Keegan. And deko's got the big green on the other side. This guy started out ferociously on the rifles.
He heard our calls.
He really did. He said, wait, Alan's losing faith in me? That's my day one.
Exactly. I'm still on the hype train.
I know you are. He's one of yours.
I'm just in a rear carriage. Not as visible. But I'm still there.
Oh, they spot the temple player. But they don't. Do they know about Glyph? Good Molotov. Norvey will get 1, but it's still okay if they can isolate it. And that's exactly what they'll do. Nicely played from magnojez. This should actually probably be a save from Aurora, but we know Aurora. They're not going to do that. And so they'll continue to lose bodies. And now deko's pulled the plug and said, nope, no, you know what? No, thank you. I'm not interested in losing this AWP. I just got it.
Okay. I guess you're allowed to do that, Magno, after cleaving 3 heads to open the round. This is a good recovery from Spirit Academy. That time, huge entry. Norvey was completely stuck in towards Glyph. deko couldn't help. Molotov forced him back. And yeah, looking a little bit better.
If you think about it, this is now 4 rounds in a row where they've gotten the opening pick. 5 rounds? 4 rounds. No, they did it even on the Glock round. This is now 5 rounds in a row where they've gotten the opening 5v4. We didn't expect him to convert the Glock round. But like, in terms of how you set up a T side for success, Spirit Academy are doing a phenomenal job of taking advantages early.
This is going to be much earlier. Mid nades, bit of A pressure. 3 outside of B main, ready to go. Grouping up now. Flash is ready.
Telegraph spams there. Lockie's ready on the angle. This is a little too telegraphed, I think, especially with the deep A main presence. Not having seen anything, and it's disjointed. Flashbangs don't connect. Utility's not very good. There's no one with their sight lanes blocked on the Aurora side, and this is where we need to see the second call. This is where Spirit Academy... Don't know quite if we have this yet. Milling around waiting for A pressure. Meanwhile, Bilchenok creeps ever closer with this auto shotty. 1 found. Not quite the range for the gun, but, you know, he'll take it.
They could save these 2. I think it actually would be the smart move. Yeah.
Seems like what they're calling.
Leading that way, back their way out. Probably get at least 2 more AKs in the next anyway. Not a Neki that has to sacrifice. And yeah, a bit of a bizarre execute. It was really early. And whilst they did pressure mid and A a little bit, I mean, it wasn't sustained, was it? It wasn't like it's going to force a rotation or a lot of util out of Aurora. And Aurora had 3 on B. Nades come over the top. Counter smoke onto B main. First players for Spirit Academy commit, but the teammates are either, you know, they're throwing nades or they're the ones that were, you know, lurking A at the start and have to be running back. Just didn't really have the force to break into that site. There might have also been a window to cancel there. It did happen quite quickly, but Once that counter smoke comes in onto B main, if you've got, you know, a second to cancel that before you run in, or at least to line up good entry flashes so that you're coming through that smoke in a decent spot, that would have done better. I think we're about to see the same hit. The same hit here.
It's like a, hey, it didn't work out this time. We did one thing wrong. Let's run it back. This time, at least they'll hold on to some of the potential pushes. But it's the same double A main setup here for Aurora.
I wonder if this is some sort of prep where they think there is a window to execute there early if they get a certain tell, because this round they definitely opened like they wanted to, but for whatever reasons they've fallen back into more of a default. The problem for them is that clock is burnt a lot. They invested nades early. They weren't capitalized upon. What have we got left? 2 smokes. That is nice, but no Molotovs. A few flashbangs as well. Time's going to be awfully low when this bomb rears its way onto the site.
Okay, again, they sprint up to the execute, so it's not disguised now. Now they're moving into it. Now all the bodies are here. It's the full rotation for Aurora because time is low. They trust that this is, in fact, going to be the hit, and it's going to be a disaster. For me, it's that, okay, Spirit Academy, in the initial points of that, yes, you know, magnojez does a good job of threatening the A-main presence. Yes, he doesn't get a kill, but he chases 2 players out. He focuses them, he forces them to think about it. Problem is then there's no further presence in A-main, and they're sprinting in canals to get in position for this B take, which means that anyone in mid hears them. It's very telegraphed.
They also threw one of their smokes. The one for the, if you're coming in as a T, the left side of the pillar. That one landed a good 5 seconds before, maybe more, before players were actually in a position to run in. At the time when they started grouping for that execute, it was 2B for Aurora. It was a fine situation. Perfectly doable on this map and on that site, but okay, wow. You are a lucky man, Deko. Lucky man, but yeah, we've seen a few of these rounds now for Spirit where it just looks a little bit disjointed. A little bit slow, honestly, as they're trying to get onto these sites.
You do wonder with young players, you know, how drilled they are, how many reps they have on a map like Anubis, because it does seem like maybe not as fluid as we'd hope. Good shot for Alpha. But this is Spirit's map pick. So there are no excuses. Right now, I mean, these rifles are more than happy to duel up. Bombs dropped, under full control. Neki's not winning this round. Doesn't even really have the time. 35 seconds. Needs to die. And he'll path towards A to find his grave. Nice shot. All right, 20 seconds. A save isn't really optimal here, though. 15 seconds. Just gonna grab the AK and try and live. Don't know about this one. Are we maxed on loss bonus here?
Certainly heading that direction. It'll be 2-9 at minimum. To answer your question, yes, he probably should have died.
Well,
certainly
he won't.
Certainly worth going for a frag. If you get one, you've way outweighed. Are we giving up? This pause doesn't surprise me. Need a bit of a discussion. And the way this half has played out, remember, early on in this half, Magno particularly, but I think it was Alpha as well, we're getting quite a lot of opening picks. That isn't the issue. The issue isn't gaining space early. The issue isn't, you know, getting thwarted on your defaults and never having the room. It really is the mid-round. How do we group? How do we hit a site in a way that isn't telegraphed? How do we capitalize upon our mid-space? Do we read there's 2 on this side of the map? Or all of these sort of things is really what Counter-Strike hinges on. And as we go deeper into this half and the entries haven't necessarily gone their way, maybe Aurora's gone a bit more passive, it's just getting tougher and tougher for them. If they don't have an entry, they're really struggling. I also didn't expect this playstyle from Spirit Academy. It's very much group and then hit. The entries they've got, for my money, have actually been Aurora getting themselves aggressive and allowing a fight. I expected Spirit Academy to run small plays, to get aggressive with individuals, to take mid and go off the back of that, but we've seen a lot of these rounds of slow defaults like this one. Slow default, then Alpha makes a call, we group, we play together. Not that it's unusual for a top team, but it does surprise me that Spirit Academy are leaning this way.
Does seem to be the playbook. Timely Molotov gonna shut down that B main approach. magnojez needs this kill, otherwise it's not gonna happen. At this point, there's 3 players in sight. Another molly out. Stop. Utils beautifully effective here for Aurora. They've been holding on to it for just this purpose. 25 seconds. 4th player in. Deko now starting to strike. The bodies are here for the defense. There's damage done, but they need a whole lot more of it. And Belchanot is collecting. This is a shot down. Alpha, what can he do? No time to spare. No kills to find either.
The script is getting a bit repetitive, isn't it? Slow default, spirit group, execute, slow to get in. Stalled out by counter nades. Aurora have 4 players on the site or early players. Players flanking really fast. And it's just a nightmare. Perhaps just not... don't have the depth necessarily. Especially in CS2 where you can do so much fun stuff with breaking those smokes and just getting aggressive and popping into sites. It really is not a challenge these days to pop into that B bomb site through a B main smoke. So, yeah. I'd like to see a change of pace. That's for sure. T-side MP5.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? Smoke spam, I guess? I just feel like the point as well where... like, might as well throw something at the wall. Maybe get a little more aggressive on the forces, but it seems like they're just going to go for an aggro A main hit. Everybody's here to indeed in defense. Even trades. Some damage onto Baz, and in the meantime, Deko braves a Molotov to get himself in position here. Baz better not be the planter, otherwise his life is going to be ended soon by an HE, although it actually gets deployed a little prematurely. Molotov will be plenty. Baz wanders into the fray, into the danger zone. And this becomes a bit of a weird standoff. Bomb's very exposed up in the corner. Mina just wants to play the smoke fade, but actually he'll back off of it before he does. Recovering the bomb's the priority. We've got one more smoke to make it happen. Magno will deploy that, but KENSI plays ahead of it. Magno's got the read, but not the gun. What do you have with this MP5? Got the slimmest margin of hope. You got the first kill. The drop down. KENSI was right back into that spot. Alpha was not ready for that.
Well, they gave us our change in pace. Some nice entries. Aurora are in a decent spot. They had 2A, which is not the orthodox way of setting up. Just couldn't connect their shots, couldn't get in a good position. So, a decent opportunity there for Spirit Academy. Again, it doesn't come off, and how many times are we going to keep saying that in this half? Well, not many more. As we get into the 12th, Aurora 9 rounds on the CT side. Is already more than enough. We know how well suited this team is to playing the T side of this map. It's just a given, especially when KENSI, Lackey, these guys are in good form. There's so many options to win rounds. Deko, if he's playing late with that AWP as well. The Academy team needs 3. It's as simple as that. They've got to make good on this round. And they're back to their slow and steady script, just the default here.
Heavy presence looking to fight here mid for Aurora. Alpha might not expect him this close at hand. Belchanot, good damage, but the trades do favor Aurora, and the bomb is down. So this ain't main presence could be ignored unless magnojez does that. I need some more snappy shooting here, but the fights are isolated out from Aurora. KENSI will show why they put the faith on themselves, and Baz, well, not gonna get it done. 10-2 as we head to the break.
Let's love for the night. Slow dance till the sun comes up. Let's touch under lights. Slow dance till we're high on love, high on love. 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 Till we're high on love. Till we're high on love. Till we're high on love, high on love. Till we're high on love, high on love. Till we're high on love.
One last chance, we can keep it on the low. Back and forth, we don't wanna let it go. Feels alright, so how can it be wrong? Work if you want me to be yours. Lose control. Give your mind and give your body truth be told. I want all of you. When you say my name, don't worry, I don't play no games. When you say my name, I love it. Want you here every minute of the day.
Ten to 2 the line. We need to see a whole lot from Spirit Academy on this CT side. Aggression in towards B main. Everybody's here. Spirit Academy have the right read because everybody's here for them as well. We got a full party. Everyone's invited. Except for magnojez. He's a little late. Seems like they're still going to go through with this hit despite seeing heavy presence. Belchanot Norvi will do their job. So now the number's whittling away. Doesn't matter how many you stack the site with if you can't hit a headshot. Baz, well, he says body shots are good enough for me. Bombs down. Keegan's traded. Now it's just these 2K players. Deko a little wide on the pillar. Gives a chance. And a chance that's quickly answered. So why not, Alan? Rock right into the full stack. And just kill everybody.
I'm just dejected for Spirit Academy. That they had the right read. They had 4 there.
That was the tail of the first half too. How many times did they get a 5v4? How many times did they pick the light side? How many times did they get into position and then just either take too long or not be able to get one kill, and it just doesn't work out? Tons of these calls and reads are correct. They just can't get the kills.
It's all in the execution, unfortunately. That one's heartbreaking. This map was probably already too far gone, but they're at a real risk now of this not lasting more than a couple minutes. Force buyout. Another B lean off the back of a fake from Aurora. It's going to be an A contact off the back of Notaneki's not looking the right way at the moment.
Oh, yeah. About to be...
Thank God he's got into some cover because he would have been a dead man.
With the mid play coming through, I mean, it's so
save?
far gone. I don't think they can, but they probably, like, maybe you can't do it here though.
I mean, the game's done, but at least
they're gonna save.
At least have some util in the next round.
It just stinks. Like maybe some rifles get delivered to them and they get all the kills and they get away with the guns. There's the first. There's one gun gained, not necky. Nice flashbang. Cheeky play. An idea behind it, at least. We can't lose this gun. Don't. Why? 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 Why?
I don't think their heads are in the game anymore.
That. All right. Worst of both worlds. You don't save anything worth having, and you don't go for a retake when it's 12-2 now. Oh, that one hurt me physically. That last peek hurt me physically. I felt pain.
It'll be over soon.
It will be over soon.
It will be over soon.
Unless... No, it will be over soon. We have not seen anything really inspiring from Spirit Academy here. It's got to be a frustrating game, especially on their map pick. This nade usage is good. There's something. Util was all they need? Well, you do have to shoot people.
Blacky's low.
Once again, they've got everybody here, and Aurora are just stubborn. They're just stubborn. They won't rotate off. Belshadok has seen nothing. He's going to walk onto A, and they're just now going to react to this. Smoke's a little early here.
These nades would have
He's
faded.
leaving.
Oh,
What are
my
they doing?
Lord.
They're saving?
I did.
He just sprinted full out back in towards canals.
If they win this round, I'm gonna have a meltdown.
Oh, they're gonna do it. They've got the isolated site. The window peaks too late, even if it gets there. They're gonna need the drop down. Not Necky's giving up all the space.
They're so confused.
But at this point, they have no information. They don't know what's happening on A. They don't know what's happening on B. They don't even know what's happening down mid. Now they're moving as a death ball to try and retake this A space, but meanwhile, they just left a site that they had full control of. I think they're going to lose this round, Alan.
I can't even ponder that reality.
I mean, they've got to go straight through the choke points. They've got some utility for it. But the nade's way too late to do anything. Actually, never mind. Never mind. That's a dunker on KENSI. Thought he was going to be out of there. All right, got to do it with the guns. Got to do it with the guns. Has to be done. This is the final hurdle. This is the big task. Not Necky's found one. Time is an issue. There's a kit. Baz stays alive. It's just down to the last. It's just down to Lackey. He's just going to spam the bomb. There's the tap. Does he have the line? Oh, no, he does not. Baz will get away with this. There are no survivors. But somehow, Spirit Academy scraped that round through.
This is what it takes. That's what it takes for them to win a round. Oh, my. I can't believe Belchonok got 2 from behind that pillar. There is no space to move. Okay, well, we're going to be here a little bit longer on Anubis. And I guess that's what you're playing for right now for Spirit Academy is dignity. And just to have some reps of winning rounds again. It's been a while. for Aurora. Very almost 9 to seal the game.
Straight spam. Elchinok was making footsteps in A main. Now Neki tries his luck, and it's about time something turned out well for Spirit Academy. And now aggression. Here we go. All right, we might have a game on our hands, folks. Unless you do that. Trying to just cross back into B with no flash, no support. Knife out. Not exactly ideal, but not Neki's locking down the other side of the map, so that'll make life a little easier.
He's going to push his own smoke? Of course. Why not? Do we just save? For Aurora? Echo's taking a peek. And I think they're fairly content to keep fighting. 19 seconds though. I'll have to go through this smoke. They want to fall. Nope, they're going to be saving. So it's going to put their money out of balance. Okay.
Fortunately for them, they've got about the biggest cushion you could possibly have to have some of these weird rounds go against you. Presumably they force around this, knowing what Aurora like to do. Let's see. Yep. Okay, KENSI's already in.
Yeah, without a plant, the buy in the next would have been troublesome anyway, so I get it.
I mean, you can certainly get it done with these guns. You can certainly get it done. There's still scout on the other side. There's still limitations here. With the Tech Knights, you'd imagine this is a fast sight hit. You're not going to want to play any sort of slow default. So it's going to be quick into something. Timeout used to discuss exactly what they want to do here. First timeout for Aurora, which makes sense. It's been going pretty well for them. Let's see if they can put a stop to Spirit Academy right here and now.
I'd like to think the timeout anyway was... Let's just shoot them in the head again.
Yeah.
Let's do... That was our best strat. Let's do that one again. I liked that one.
Heads.
Okay. Well, at least we're seeing Spirit Academy playing some Counter-Strike. That first half was frankly, for us and them, quite demoralising. At least some life to be shown here on the CD. So trying to get aggressive.
I don't mind it.
Into the canals. They are going to give it up. But no love lost.
It does slow down this aggro take. The problem is, you're not Neki. He's not reading this. They're ahead of it. Uh-oh, big problems. Got that timing completely wrong, and now it's a brawl. They're taking out Alpha 1 for 1. That's fine. Bomb's going to be down, and 4 players alive. This is a world of hurt. Baz knows he has to reclaim something, but he can't do it. Not at all. Tech9 runs down the scout. Baz is isolated. Magnojez is nowhere close. Better get here to help your teammate. Because you're running out of time, you're running out of clock, and it all falls to magnojez. So it felt like this was only a matter of time, but it is indeed going to be the 13-4 for Aurora. Magno, one desperate hurrah. Smoked up, flashed up, stalled out of time, out of clock. Won't even give himself a chance here. And he's dropped down by KENSI. Domination from Aurora, start to finish. Spirit Academy, they had advantages, they had reads, they had calls. They had so many of the things that you normally want to win an Anubis game, and they just didn't have kills.
True. I think...